Okay, since we were talking
It's
about
fun.
wrestlers playing wrestlers,
Hmm.
maybe the most okay, maybe second to Hogan or tied with Hogan as the most iconic wrestler portrayed by a wrestler. What about Randy Savage as Bonesae McGraw in Spider-Man?
You know, I have I love him in that role, but I hate the way they portray wrestling in that movie. Um,
Yeah,
but it makes sense if in Marvel, if wrestling is actually a shoot, it makes sense. Um, but I always cringed watching that with how they actually portrayed professional wrestling in that scene. But Randy
they made it a
Savage
meathead thing. Yeah,
is awesome in that role.
he
Yeah.
is. Yeah.
Um, I mean, honestly, I would be okay putting him in the top 16. What do you say?
Alrighty. I think yeah, we should put him in.
Put
I
him
mean,
in?
yeah, because he's Randy Savage. I mean, like, come on.
Got it.
Did you see Randy Savage play Randy Savage in the old sitcom of Mad About You, one with Paul Reiser and Helen Hunt?
Yes. I believe I did. I know I've seen the clip of it. I think I watched it when it happened though, but I do recall seeing
He
him on
was,
it, but I
yeah,
don't
he
remember a
was.
whole lot
I
of
mean,
it.
he was so good at it. Like he was like, one of their friends was supposedly going in as a wrestler, and he was dressed as a gorilla, and this was his persona. And then they got Savage to wrestle him. I can't remember. I think Savage was in WCW at the time, if I'm not mistaken. But anyway, they were talking like he came out in a wrestling match, and supposedly wrestling is also a shoot fight back then, or like semi shoot.
Oh yeah.
And he comes out against this random guy, and the guy says, "What's this about the gorilla getup?" And he says it's a persona, and he beats him up, and then they go into the second match with Savage, and Savage sees him coming in, and he goes back to his valet, who's not the Mr. Lovelace, by the way, and says, "Oh, now that's persona." And then he does like some of the weirdest lines because the guy beats up Savage a little bit, and he's supposed to lose. And his friend, the manager, he goes to Savage while Savage is in like I think it's a Boston Crab, and Savage says like one of the funniest line about that monkey is on a rampage or something like that, and then the guy says, and the actual guy has a problem with his Achilles heel, so it's literally his Achilles heel is his weakness. So the manager says to Savage, his weakness is his Achilles heel, and Savage says, "Now is not the time for riddles, little man." While he's uh,
Savage did great playing opposite comedy.
yeah, yeah, he was like he knew how to dial his craziness into into that comedic role, and
Yes.
yeah, Savage is great. Yeah, let's put Bonesaw McGraw. I think should be in.
You got it.
Why didn't they call him Hogan
Um,
like he was
was
in the
it
comics?
right?
It was like it's. I guess if they would have called him Hogan,
um,
they needed to have the actual Hulk Hogan in it.
Probably, yeah. Plus, Savage wanting to, play Hogan would look bad, for Hulk Hogan in interviews being like, yes, Savage wanted to play me so bad. um,
Thank you for joining us on the Outlaw Macho Drive-In. If you liked that video, please click like and subscribe to our channel for more content from the Drive-In. For full episodes of our podcast, you may look us up on Anchor, Spotify, or wherever your favorite podcasts are available. Just search for Outlaw Macho Drive-In. And if it's not too much trouble, would you help us out here? Spread the word, share. We would really appreciate it. Thank you. We love you. Bye.